Okay, we're talking about leads, and we spoke about one-step versus two-step and the fact that two-step is massively underutilized. Now, one of the things that you can do, and that is also sort of a hidden secret in marketing, is that you can nurture the lead. So I told you before that people go through a process, through a buying journey. And what often happens when they start their buying process, when they start the journey, they start looking for information. And not all of them are ready to buy yet. They're still weighing their alternatives. They're still deciding, am I actually going to do this or not? And what's going to happen, the earlier you get them, the earlier you get your claws into them, your fangs into them, to make it sound like predatory. Let me say it nicer. The earlier that they get to know you, they get to experience the fact that you're an expert, that you're a guy that can solve their problem, the higher the chances are of you converting them into a client. Because now you have this chance to build a relationship with them. And that is what nurturing a lead is all about. Now, what you want to do in this day and age, it's super simple. They used to have these Rolodexes and these file folders where you would have to manually follow up with everyone after 2 days or something. And then it would take like a handwritten note or a phone call. You don't have to do all that anymore. You can. And later on, I will tell you about, the options that you have there. But in terms of like follow-up, you can automate a lot of this stuff with an autoresponder. So there are plenty of them on the market. What I'll do for you, out of the goodness and the kindness of my heart, I've set up an autoresponder before for my own newsletter. And what I'll do is I'll put the whole thing, like every message that's in there, I'll put that in a document so you can see it. I'll put the link somewhere in the course materials. We'll make it work somehow. And I'll also give you an overview of some different autoresponders that you can try. They all sort of work the same way. They're all pretty cheap, but they're absolutely powerhouses in terms of marketing power. You can't imagine how much of a benefit it is to have an autoresponder set up and have someone request a free guide, request some information, request a video, whatever, doesn't matter. And so let's say you're a Twitter ghostwriter, I don't know, and you're trying to find businesses that are looking for more clients through Twitter, because that's what they're looking for. They're not looking for ghostwriters. I want you to sort of understand this, because that's a shift that I don't see a lot of people making, and it's unfortunate. Usually, people are not looking for whatever you do. They're looking for the result. No one is looking for a ghostwriter, a copywriter. No one is even looking for a plumber. They're looking to fix whatever is leaking. That's what they're doing. They're looking to fix their toilet. They're not looking for the best plumber in town. They're looking for a guy that can fix whatever ails them, whatever the issue is. No one is looking for a doctor either. They're looking for a cure. That's what they're doing. So please keep that in mind, because it's important. Because when you're looking into, like, what am I going to offer my prospective clients? What am I going to start my funnel with? Well, I mean, you have to be in their mindset. So let's say, let me go back to the Twitter example. I do a quick guide on how to get more clients through Twitter as a small business or as a consultant or whatever your clients do, right? So I set that up. And the autoresponder makes it so that you can send them a link as soon as they sign up, or you send them the document, however. And from then on out, you can send them regular messages, like the day after, and then the day after, and the day after, etc. You can keep doing this forever, like until they die, or, well, until your messages run out, whatever happens first, right? So what I'd like you to do is, first, the lead magnet. Think about, like, what could you offer your prospective clients? What do they want? What result are they trying to get? And how can you give them a piece of information, something that would make them say, yes, I want that. Here's my email address. Please send it over. And then once you have it, now you got your autoresponder set up. It's super simple. Like, you build a simple web form, you set up the autoresponder, and you start thinking about, like, what stories can I tell? What messages can I send? What can I tell my prospective clients that would make them see me as an expert? So remember, you talk about them. You don't talk about you. You talk about them. You talk about their problem. And then, yes, you play a role in that. So in some of my newsletters, you'll see me talk about me, so my adventures. But that's because people usually ask or they subscribe for the newsletter either because they saw me or they saw some business information that they wanted to know. So in that case, it makes sense that I'm talking about me. But what you'll always see is that there's a lesson behind it. It's not just me talking about me and how awesome I am, because that wouldn't make any sense. Like that would be stupid. You want to talk about them, their situation, their problem, how they can solve it, how you did it for other people, how someone else like them fixed their issue, what solutions are there, like what practical stories are there. So you can position yourself in the position of an expert, someone that knows what he's doing, someone that has done this 1,000 times. It's easy for you to fix it. Well, if I was a Twitter ghostwriter looking for clients, I would use the guide that I said earlier, like how to get more clients through Twitter, how to get more followers on Twitter or whatever. And then the newsletter or the autoresponder that I would send out would probably be focused around different aspects of Twitter ghostwriting and why it's awesome. So maybe I'd say, I had this client, they were tweeting not with regularity, and then I helped them out, took it over, started tweeting out with regularity, and now their follower count grew and their revenue grew and their number of clients grew. It's awesome. And that's it. You don't even have to hard sell. This is important. Like you're just giving value, you're actually telling a story. You're not saying, look at me, I'm the best. The lesson behind that email could be like, make sure you send out 3 tweets a day and you'll see massive growth. And maybe the next email would be a follow-up of you saying, hey, one thing that people get wrong all the time is that they never use threads. And here is how threads really help you get more clients, get more followers. And then the next could be, hey, one thing that people get wrong all the time as well is that they're trying to look for clients, but they're doing it too directly. What you want to do is you set up yourself as an expert. See how the sort of the autoresponder writes itself, because you're just giving them concepts that you know about, and you would be surprised at how rare that knowledge is. Like stuff that you think everybody knows, not everyone knows. Some of that stuff that you're talking about that's clear as day for you is like manna from the heavens for them. And you're setting it up, showing them that you're someone that knows what he's doing, you're an expert, you've done this 1,000 times before, or at least you know the principles behind it, so you could do it 1,000 times from now on, right? And then you sort of elevate yourself in a way where it's not obvious. Like you're just giving value. This is the main thing. You nurture a lead by giving value, and then you put yourself up on a pedestal, because now when you get the sales call, this is night and day difference, man. If I do like one-step lead generation and I get the sales call, it's a sales call. Like I'm coming in cold. These people don't know me from Adam. If I get a call with someone that's been on my email list and they've gotten like 17 messages from me, they know me. And I don't even know them, but they know me, because now they've gotten all these messages. They see me as an expert. The sales call is going to be so much warmer. Nurturing the lead, super important. So set up that lead magnet, set up that autoresponder. Start filling the pipeline of your autoresponder with messages, and you'll be amazed at how sort of automatically it starts, dripping out messages, and you get messages back from clients, information requests, people want to do business with you. Instead of you always, going to them, now you're building a list, you're building an actual asset, and they are coming to you. That's a much better positioning, and I much prefer it that way.